Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. Here we go. Pisces. Let's get to it. A Pisces check-in here. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what does. Leave the rest. Leave it for someone else. If it's just not jiving, don't make it fit. It's okay. Let it go. Yeah, take what helps you to help yourself. Here we go. Already cards are flying for our Pisces. King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like this might be your energy or someone you're dealing with, but I feel like it's primarily your energy, this King of Swords energy. This is somebody who's very well thought through. You know, you got a handle on the situation, like an enlightening mood, I feel. Lots of victories here because of your intellect, your strategic mind. And you handle it in such a way that you don't overdo it, you know, where the mind is racing or, you know, the enlightenment turns into too much too soon, something dangerous, you know, just too much pressure. New collaborations here. That's what you brought about with your good intellect. What else do we have? What else do we have? The world here. Something online that you're doing. Something worldly that you're doing. Something that you're juggling. And it is some sort of a performance that you put on. Or new collaborations will be performative. The Empress is out here and very bountiful. A new beginning here for you. You're very happy about this. I also feel like your plan is protected because you've really thought it through. Carefully thought it through. Three of Cups out here in the reverse. Misunderstandings, yeah. Being silent. High Priestess. Misunderstandings with someone who's silent or yeah, you're kind of shutting down any kind of misunderstandings, I feel. Something about the water and feelings, yeah. I think you're being more methodical than governed by feelings or led by your feelings. And I think usually you are this way, more so. But in this scenario or this period in your life, less that, more logic, more strategy. Three of Wands is out here, the Judgment and the Sun. Yeah, this is a big ship coming in for you that you have strategized to bring in. And I think you had to come to terms with a lot of your emotions here on a variety of levels, with a variety of people and situations. And had to get down to the nitty-gritty about what makes you happy and what you were going to go after. And I say that in a way that feels like you have decided. You decided what would make you happy, and then you formulated this plan. I feel like the plan is pretty foolproof, as you do too. What are you up to here? And what's the advice? Is that what we're talking about? Advice here. Walk away. Okay, so the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah. Well, I feel like this is energy from the past that helped you to be motivated, walking away from anything that was stagnant energy, you know, didn't hold your attention, wasn't willing to keep going, educate themselves, a situation that just didn't keep up with the times, wasn't forward thinking, just did not excite you at all. You definitely walked away from that. You've got the Seven of Swords here and the Hangman. But there's something here of concern. Are you walking towards something that you can't trust? And what you can't trust is looking at you, wondering how much you know. Interesting. Okay, what's that all about, Spirit? How much have you put together? This King of Wands Is this who you're concerned with? Someone who's really, people get very taken with this person. They're very dynamic individual. They are very adaptable, I hear. What is this scenario? The scenario is very volatile at this time. It's very shifting, potential for shifting. The Lovers is out here now. Choices, choice of two. Temperance. I'm hearing the strategy that you have that's worked well, getting this off the ground, is now going to have to switch to more of an emotional balance here. Look to your emotions that have the answers. That helps you with the enlightenment and your good flow. Can't all just be about strategy. How do you feel emotionally about someone? Someone is looking at you to see how much you figured out. And I feel like not in a trusting way this energy looks at you, or vice, wondering how much you've figured out and maybe they're not trustworthy. Nine of Pentacles. They see you as being very successful on your own. Maybe they want a piece of this pie. They admire you. Maybe this is just simply self-doubt, or maybe this is trickery. Let's find out which is its spirit in this person. Maybe it's a little of both. Four of Pentacles, your foundation, their foundation. I feel like they're pretty solid, actually. I'm not really getting... Seven of Cups. I'm not really getting self-doubt. We thought maybe that was a possibility. I'm getting more like they are very in tune to their foundation and what they want to have happen. And it is something about bringing some sort of illusions to you. Pick wisely. And I'm hearing the choice comes to you more emotionally than strategically. Queen of Wands. There is a pair out here, King and Queen of Wands. One more card. Transformation. The Death card. Or something needs to end here. What's the Death card here, Spirit? Be careful who you're giving to. Don't overgive. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I think maybe you've been a mentor maybe to somebody here. King of Wands energy. It feels like you're a good match, but there is something about them looking at you to see how much you figured out about them. We wondered if it was insecurity. I see it more as knowing what they want found out in their monetary foundation, and some trickery here. Wondering how much you're recording, taking in that they say. That could be somebody who's concerned about not telling the truth and mixing up their stories. Whereas you want to have progress and, something about keeping the education going and teaching and being a guide. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune here, though, signifies good fortune, something that's faded. The wheel turns, good fortune. Some sort of transformation that you take with this energy that's just a little bit tricky. But I feel like the end result is good fortune for you. It needs to be done on an emotional level, how you come to your conclusions on how to deal with it. Seven of Wands out here. Definitely a liberation from the energy after you make a decision. But it's just because, you fight for what you want. If this is an enemy, it is a release of them. Yeah, there is definitely an energy out here of you're not sure if this is enemy territory or not, enemy material. I see you come about life with I will not be defeated, and you aren't going to be defeated. Happiness, yeah. Focusing on your happiness. We talked about that earlier. Restoring your happiness, yeah. That is your main focus. And the Two of Cups in the reverse tells me that maybe because we have the King and the Queen of Wands out here, that this is somebody who, maybe you've been romantically tied with, and then now it's something to do with a goal of yours that's more career oriented, and you guys have crossed paths in this way, or like the two paths have crossed over, the personal and the professional. And yet there is a sense of, I don't know if I can really trust this person, but I feel like when you get more intuitive on this and use your less strategy, more emotions on this situation is when you, and your continual focus on your happiness is when you restore this to a healthy state, and maybe possibly realize that this person is not who you think they are, or not for you, not the soulmate energy that you are coming forward with for some of you, and they are not. They're thinking more about their financial foundations. Something doesn't come to fruition here, and it could be marriage. But I feel like there's something about the grace of the divine that helps you with this and emotionally helps you. Let's grab a charm. Deep stuff. I know, this is deep. But I feel like you have really good luck, and we saw the Wheel of Fortune with the spider here. That's good fortune and money. Yeah. So I feel like the message is kind of twofold in that, yeah, good abundance, good fortune, and you've earned it with your strategy, but also, gain control of your emotions here too, because there is some sort of seesaw with the money, like good things and brings in negative things, brings in good things and also brings in negative things, all this money. So keep that in mind. That's your message, Pisces. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.